Good evening, hello and welcome to News Epicenter. I'm Anusha Soni. Article 19 of the Indian Constitution recognizes the rights of Indian citizens to free expression. Now, this also includes political expression and thought of each and every individual of this country. Peaceful protest indeed is a sign of a healthy, throbbing democracy. But where does one draw a red line? Right to protest does not allow you to riot, hold the law and order or traffic situation of a city to hostage. The Supreme Court is clearly very troubled by the violence that panned out in Lakhimpur. The top court asked whether the right to protest is absolute and what kind of checks and balances are necessary to be put in place. Hearing a different petition, another bench issued notice to about 43 Kisan organizations asking them to file their response. Perhaps today is the right time and occasion to remember that the same top court in various landmark rulings like Bijay Emmanuel versus the state of Kerala has laid down that the much cherished right to protest has constitutional limitations. Limitations like public order and national security. The key question we ask today is that if the right to protest is not absolute like any other fundamental right, then is it time to have a proper mechanism where lumpen elements don't camouflage themselves as protesters? We debate and discuss on Epicenter tonight. A very crucial hearing that happened in the Supreme Court today. Two separate benches, two separate petitions. But one thing was abundantly clear, that the court is not happy with the violence that panned out in Lakhimpur and even earlier the instances that have happened. Not just the court, even the Attorney General was equally worried. What are the key observations that have come in from the Supreme Court today? Let's take you through them one by one. The 3 farm laws are already in abeyance. They've been stayed. What exactly are you protesting against? That was one of the questions that was put up by the court. Once the matter is before the apex court of the country, no one should be on the road. This is rather an observation that came. It's an open floor for further debate. Right to protest is there, but using public roads and free movement is also a right. Your right cannot infringe upon somebody else's right. That has been the key argument. It is appropriate to examine if right to protest is absolute. The law of the land is that Article 19 has certain limitations. Can protest be held when a matter is sub judice? Once again, a question on which the floor is open for debate. The union government, various other people can come forward and have a debate on this matter. You can't do both. Challenge a law and then go on and protest. This clearly shows that court is not just worried. They are exasperated in the manner in which the protests have been going on, and either come to court or go to parliament or go to the road. The court has said that all these forums cannot be blocked by the farmers. It clearly shows that, petitions after petitions, orders after orders, the court has said the police can do its job, the state governments should find a solution, something which is amicable to all the parties. But this is clearly one issue that hasn't found a solution so far. When on the October 20 and 21st, the rounds of hearing happen, perhaps a solution could be expected. Joining us on the broadcast are our guests who will give us more perspective on this. Gaurav Vallabh is with us on the broadcast. I'm expecting others also to join in very soon. Gaurav, good evening. Thank you for being a part of the show. I ask you this question as not just as a political leader, but also somebody who's in active public life, knows the law of the land. Right to protest, we all cherish. Democracy, we all cherish. But what happened on 26th of January and what happened in Lakhimpur clearly raises many questions. And what Supreme Court said today is of equally important value. Would you agree?
See, what happened yesterday in Lakhimpur Kheri is, I can say in one line, that is a general dire movement of independent India. And I will give you the reason. Please don't take that in massacre which happened yesterday in isolation. First of all, the Union Home Minister says सुधर जाओ वरना 2 मिनट में सुधार दूंगा. To whom he is referring? Is he referring to his council of ministers? Is he referring to honorable prime minister? To whom he is referring? किसको सुधार देंगे? Who gave he a right to speak that kind of language? The vulgar actions which he was making in front of agitating farmers, I can't do in front of your camera. And that is our union home minister. Thereafter, yesterday, the Haryana chief minister says, when he was addressing his own party workers, आंदोलनकारी किसानों को लट्ठों से मारो, जेल जाओ और नेता बन जाओ. All these are there in public domain. And thereafter, this incident happened. I am having a very fundamental question. Can't we understand the entire chronology? When the BJP UP Twitter handle puts a cartoon which says, and which is having a face of a Rakesh Tiket, which says, तेरी खाल उधेड़ दूंगा अगर यूपी आ गया तो. Is this the language of a political
Professor
party?
Gaurav Vallabh, I will take all your questions. Anila Singh ji is also with us on the broadcast. Mr. Raja Ram Tripathi, who is the national convener of All India Farmers Alliance, is also with us on the broadcast. But my quick question to you, Gaurav, would be, I'll come back to you and take an answer of that. What different speeches have been made of political leaders, and whether there was a direct link to the violence that happened, it's for a court of law to decide. One can't jump guns for their own political benefits. I'll come back to you. Anila ji, my key question to you. And it also troubles me as a student of law when I, observes the proceeding at the Supreme Court. Why is it that the government of the day is waiting for a Supreme Court order? The top court on many occasions has told the government, we are not stopping you. You have the law and order in your hand. You have the police power. Go ahead and do what is important for public order and making sure that people, their right to movement and good life is not really restricted.
The Janata Party governed states do. And in Uttar Pradesh, especially if I talk about Yogi Adityanath ji as a chief minister, he is doing that only. But many a times when Kisan leaders, they say that we are going to just march in that too peacefully. So you have to believe them. Because we do believe in farmers, but we never know that there are people amongst these farmers who have got some sort of conspiracy hatched back with them. And why I say this? Because we have seen that there are many from Punjab organization. What they were doing there, what Tejinder Virk was doing there. So many coming from outside and creating ruckus there, making situation volatile, getting people killed. Then definitely we have to ask them that in today's day, if I talk about opposition, like for opposition, it is the fetching situation. And they can go to any extent to be political freebooter. This is what they are doing.
Anila ji, but the question that the Supreme Court also asked today is that, you can't hold a city to ransom in this manner. You've strangulated the city, to quote the top court of the country. Mr. Kapil Sankla, who's a senior lawyer, is also with us on the broadcast. Mr. Sankla, good evening. Thank you for joining us. How do you see the observations coming in from the Supreme Court? Do you also believe that this entire farmers' protest, the violence that we have seen on multiple occasions, is lost in the binary of right to protest versus the state machinery? The more delicate questions of checks and balances, what kind of regulations must exist, all of that is lost in cacophony.
See, you're absolutely right, because here was a very large question and a very interesting question about the constitutional right of the union versus the state. I mean, the question had far-reaching implications whether the center can make rules that have effect on a right that's in the state list, and what would be the powers of the union government when it comes to any right that has been given in the concurrent list. So the question of law was very interesting. And now what happens is the farmers also go, or the people or the politicians handling the farmers also challenge the same in various courts. And the matter is sub judice. Now, I really don't understand what is the meaning of this chakka jam, this traffic snarls, stopping trains, etc. I mean, are they trying to create pressure on the court, or are they trying to create pressure on the politicians? Because the ministers are not really affected. When you talk about, these kind of activities, I don't even want to call them gundaism, but whatever kind of activities these are, I really don't understand. Are they trying to,
Mr. Sankla,
who are they trying to affect? Because,
why don't you
yes,
simplify it for our viewers before I go to Raja Ram Tripathi? Right to protest is not absolute. No derived political right or freedom of expression under Article 19 is absolute. There are restrictions. What are those restrictions in place, and how do they apply to the farmers' agitation, especially what happened in Lakhimpur?
You see, very shortly, first is without violence, without breaking any law and order, with due permission, all right, and not causing inconvenience to other people. So when you have a fundamental right, there is also a duty that comes with that right. Also, those duties have been enumerated by the Honorable Supreme Court in various actions.
Yeah.
So if there is a fundamental right to protest, the fundamental right to protest cannot be that you do chakka jam, that you create traffic snaws, that you stop trains, that you indulge in violence, that you carry arms or dandas or sariyas or rods.
This has clearly
as
gone
far as
beyond
the
the
law is
peaceful protest model that we know. And while there may be people who might want to draw the analogy of Satyagraha, there was one Chauri Chaura incident that had happened, and the Mahatma Gandhi, who was leading the country that time, had deplored that violent incident, and he completely withdrew the non-cooperation movement that was going on that time. Raja Ram Tripathi ji, मैं आपके पास आना चाहूंगी. सुप्रीम कोर्ट का
Let me just say this very quickly.
Yes.
Society evolves, and we are now evolved from where we were. And here are people who are going about to their jobs, to their offices, students going to school,
yeah.
etc., etc. So who are you inconveniencing is the question. At that time, the question was to inconvenience the Britishers.
Yeah.
And now you're actually inconveniencing your fellow citizens.
Let me bring
And
in
then
Raja Ram
like
Tripathi into this discussion. Tripathi जी, आपसे जानना चाहूंगी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कहना है कि या तो आप कोर्ट के सामने आ जाइए या आप धरना दे दीजिए. देखिए, इस बात पर उन्हें कोई फैसला नहीं सुनाया, इस पे बहस हो रही है कोर्ट में इस समय. लेकिन ये कहां तक सही है जो लखीमपुर में हुआ? कोई इस बात पे मना नहीं कर रहा है कि किसानों की जान गई, लेकिन वहां पर और भी लोग थे, बीजेपी कार्यकर्ता थे, एक पत्रकार थी जिसकी जान गई. हिंसा दोनों तरफ से हुई है.
पहली बात तो हिंसा किसी भी तरफ से हो गलत है, और हम बार बार अपील कर रहे हैं. इस बात को आप समझें कि मेरी पूरी बात अगर सुनेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा. जब संवैधानिक पदों पे बैठे हुए लोग, जैसे आदरणीय मनोहर खट्टर जी इस तरह की महाभारत के संस्कृत के उस श्लोक को वो कहते हैं कि सठम साठम समाचरे, और बार बार पूछते हैं षठ का मतलब, इसका मतलब समझ रहे हो आप? सठम साठम समाचरे. जब ये कहते हैं कि लाठियों से सिर फोड़ दो, जब देश के गृह मंत्री जी चेतावनी इन शब्दों में देते हैं, तानाशाह की तरह कहते हैं कि 2 मिनट में क्या हो जाएगा आपको पता चलेगा. जब इस तरह की बातें आती हैं तो एक सामूहिक हिंसा को हम भड़काने के लिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. और हम ये नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि इस तरह से हम पूरे देश में एक बारूद के ढेर पे बैठ के हम वहाँ मार्चिस दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. ये बिल्कुल गलत है.
त्रिपाठी जी, मैंने आपकी बात सुनी. एक सवाल अलाउ करिए. अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि संवैधानिक पदों पे बैठे हुए लोग इस तरह से धमकी दे रहे हैं और हिंसा को भड़का रहे हैं, तो मैं ये भी तर्क दे सकती हूँ कि आप लोगों ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट की भी इज्जत नहीं की थी. जब कमेटी का गठन हुआ था, जब फॉर्मर चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया बोबडे साहब ने कमेटी का गठन किया था, उन्होंने कहा था आइए बातचीत करिए, इसको रिजॉल्व करिए, या सरकार ने लगभग 13 राउंड्स ऑफ मीटिंग हुए थे, तब भी उन्होंने रिजॉल्व करने की कोशिश की थी. क्या हर इंस्टीट्यूशन, हर संवैधानिक पद जो है वो किसानों के खिलाफ है? क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं जो छवि प्रस्तुत की जा रही है वो एक अराजकता की छवि है.
मैं माफ करिए, मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट का पूरा सम्मान करते हैं. हम खुद सुप्रीम कोर्ट में गए हैं और हमने वहां रखी भी है बातें. अब रहा सवाल, जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहीं ये नहीं कहा है कि हमारे संवैधानिक आंदोलन के संवैधानिक अधिकारों को बाधित करे. और ये लखीमपुर की घटना के पहले कहा है उन्होंने, कल जो कहा है. और मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि लखीमपुर की घटना के पहले सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने गवर्नमेंट से भी पूछा है कि आप क्यों रिजॉल्व नहीं करते. आप आधी बात को न कहें, पूरी बात को कहें.
नहीं, पूरी बात कहेंगे सर, हम पूरी बात कहेंगे.
हाँ, और दूसरी चीज मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट ये न्याय की देवी की आंखों पे भी पट्टी है. वो जरूर उन्हें देखना चाहिए, एक निष्पक्ष दल भेज के देखें कि 8 लेन में केवल 1 लेन के किसान हैं और बाकी जो 7 लेन है खाली है वो पुलिस बंद कर रखी है. तो अगर ये देखेंगे तो वास्तव में मेरा मानना है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी मानेगा.
अच्छा, एक और सवाल का जवाब दे दीजिए, फिर मैं अपने बाकी गेस्ट के पास भी जाऊंगी. घनश्याम तिवारी ऑफ द समाजवादी पार्टी इज आल्सो विद अस ऑन द ब्रॉडकास्ट. सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कहना है कि ये जो 3 कानूनों की आप बात कर रहे हैं उन पे तो हमने ऑलरेडी स्टे लगा दिया है, तो कुछ है ही नहीं जिसके अगेंस्ट आप प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं. इस बात का आप कैसे जवाब देंगे?
देखिए, मैं बार बार कहूं कि ये जो तीनों कानून बिना मांगे लाए गए थे और इस सरकार ने ये सवाल सरकार से पूछा जाना चाहिए, जो 100 से ज्यादा कानून वापस ले चुकी है। ये तीनों कानून अगर किसान कहते हैं कि आप वापस रख दीजिए, चुनाव के बाद अगर आपको मैंडेट मिलता है तो दोबारा लागू कर
अच्छा
दीजिएगा।
त्रिपाठी जी, अब मैं अपने दूसरे गेस्ट के पास जाना चाहूंगी, बट द लीगल पोजीशन सर इज दैट ऑल दोस 3 farm laws are in abeyance. Ghanshyam Tiwari, I'm coming to you. The Yogi government was very quick in trying to figure out a solution. They clearly did not want the law and order situation to go out of hand. And keeping the politics aside, if you look at what happened in the Supreme Court on those 2 different petitions that were being heard by the top court is not happy with the way these protests are going. You had the Attorney General saying that when it comes to protests, everybody comes forward, but when an unfortunate incident really happens, nobody takes the responsibility.
Good evening to you, my fellow panelists and the viewers. First and foremost, I pay homage to every farmer who has been mowed down by a government, by its ministers, and continues to be mowed down by its spokespersons. That the man who's accused is not yet arrested, that the minister has not been dismissed, demonstrates the reality of Modi government, that it does not care even if its minister is accused of threatening the farmers openly and his son is accused of mowing down the farmers. That today, if we say that Yogi government was brisk, Yogi government was not brisk. This minister should have been dismissed. Did we see a single tweet? The Prime Minister who tweets on a thumb injury to Shikhar Dhawan could not tweet on a massive tragedy where 9 lives have been lost, including that of a journalist. A government which arrests a journalist like Siddiqui Kappan on fraudulent charges cannot arrest the man who's accused of this violence that led to death of 9 people. So there is nothing. The Yogi government did not act. Only the British. These are people inspired by General Dyer. Only the British acted in this way, that somebody would mow down and then the entire establishment will move to ensure that all the leaders will be arrested. What was the purpose of arresting the leaders?
But Mr. Tiwari, what has happened is that you have the ADG Law and Order from Uttar Pradesh coming forward and saying we are going to take all action. He has also said that FIR has been registered. Even the minister's son, about whom you are talking, an FIR has been registered against him.
Has he been arrested?
No, he has not been arrested. There is an FIR.
Why?
There is an FIR which has been registered.
ADG Law and Order, the man who said that the Hathras girl was not raped, the man who said that...
I'm open to debate with you on Hathras and the manner in which it transpired. Just because of the paucity of the time, I'm going to limit the discussion.
Manish fell down. ADG Law and Order in Uttar Pradesh has no locus standi, no credibility.
Anilaji, I'm coming to you. Anilaji, I'm coming to you. The question that Ghanshyam ji is raising, he's arguing that why no arrests have happened so far. They should have been done long time ago.
Let the police administration do the work, and Mr. Tiwari knows it very well, and if he doesn't know it, then I have to tell him that the inquiry will be done under the guidance of retired High Court judge. So everything is there, and that is why like farmers, they have agreed to all terms and conditions of government as well. So there is peace in between the government and the protesting farmers in Lakhimpur. So whatever Mr. Tiwari is saying, I do not agree at all. Or whatever Mr. Gaurav Vallabh said, I do not agree with him. And secondly, Mr. Tiwari has to explain about Tejinder Virk also. Tejinder Virk, who was not only advocating about Bhindawala, he was there. He is a Samajwadi Party worker. He doesn't belong to that place. He was there with many more Samajwadi Party workers, what they were doing there. He has to come out clean on that. He has to tell what this person was doing there. And similarly, Mr. Vallabh has to tell that what his party workers, that too from Punjab, were doing there. And he is talking about General Dyer. General Dyer का मैं बताती हूँ Mr. Tiwari, अगर आजाद भारत में एक इंसिडेंट जो जनरल डायर की ब्रुटैलिटी हुई थी कंपेयर कर सकते हैं, वो यादव जी की पार्टी ने जब कार्यसेवकों के ऊपर गोलियां चला दी थी. You remember that? Police walas, they fired on Karsevak. What General Dyer ka incident
I do believe.
Stop giving wrong comparisons here.
No, I agree, Anilaji. You know, I do
anyone.
think that all these examples which are being used to compare the present day government with the British, they don't really serve any purpose. This comparison by any kind of standard is not really illuminating the situation for which the tool called comparison is really used. Professor Gaurav Vallabh, I'm coming to you. The criticism so far which has come in for the opposition parties is that it's very good that that if you go ahead and support the opposing farmers or the protesting farmers who are talking about the 3 contentious farm laws which have been put in abeyance by the Supreme Court of India, but when there is a difficult law and order situation, the opposition tries to take quote-unquote advantage of it. You try to smell a political opportunity out of it without caring about the larger ramifications of the issue. How do you respond to that criticism, sir?
Madam, one by one.
Sure.
Point which you were discussing about Supreme Court, I would like to draw your attention and your viewers' attention that on August 23rd, the Supreme Court had specifically quoted that Central and the neighboring states of Delhi should find a solution of this agitating farmers. What government had done after that? It was 23rd August. More than 1.5 months is over. What government had done? My question is very simple. Then the gentleman was talking, some advocate is there on your show. He was talking about inconvenience. अरे आपके दिल में कुछ है कि नहीं? लोगों के शरीर पे गाड़ी चला रहे आपको inconvenience लग रही है?
Let me answer.
I can't.
I'll come to you, sir. I'll come to you, sir. Kapil ji, I'll come to you. Don't worry.
लोगों के किसानों के ऊपर एक व्यक्ति गाड़ी चला रहा है और आपको inconvenience लग रही है? शर्म नहीं आई आपको ये बोलते हुए? 64 करोड़ किसान यहाँ धरने पे बैठे हैं, प्रधानमंत्री के पास समय नहीं है उनसे मिलने का। 8 महीने 10 दिन हो गए बात को खत्म हुए, बातचीत को खत्म हुए। अनिला सिंह जी यहाँ आके भाषण दे रही है। अरे जनरल डायर में तो थोड़ी शर्म लज्जा होगी, आप में तो वो भी नहीं है। आप किसानों के ऊपर गाड़ियां चला रहे हो। एंड आई हैव ए वेरी बेसिक क्वेश्चन, प्लीज गेट मी द रेस्पॉन्स ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन, वेदर the son of the home minister was there or not. If he was there, why he is not arrested in 24 hours time? And if he was not there, why the FIR is lodged against them? You can't hide behind these Supreme Court observation. Supreme Court had given an observation on August 23rd that
Professor
this rocket
Gaurav Vallabh,
should be removed.
you have
What
made your
happened to
points
you?
very rhetorically. You have made your points very rhetorically.
And
I'm sure our panelists have a response to that. I understand you're very appalled, but I'm sure there are other panelists who are equally...
And you are saying rhetorically.
No. Sir, please let others also respond. You have said it very emphatically. If you find that word very offensive, then you've said it very emphatically. And let other panelists also respond. Kapil Sankla, as I said earlier, and that was my first question to you, it looks like that in this emotive political narrative, these critical questions of how do you regulate protests, how there are larger guidelines set in, how do you ensure that untoward incidents don't happen, or how the leaders are held accountable if there is an untoward incident really happening, that hasn't been done here in India in our history, or ever since independence, or if you look at our laws so far.
You're absolutely right, madam. And just to answer the gentleman with the query that you put, the problem with India is that we have politicians like these. I don't know this gentleman, जो political रोटियां सेक रहे होते हैं issues like these. I don't know. I understand that farmers have died, and unfortunately there was a boy or somebody who drove through this. But we also should be aware that the last time there were protests, there were people in their vehicles running through the police and hitting the police walas and trying to run over them, etc. So, I mean, he is nobody to actually justify or, give rhetorics to this effect. It is very unfortunate. And as far as the law is concerned, it is very, very clear. The entire law and the structure of law when it comes to protest is that you shall not cause inconvenience. You shall take permission. There will be designated areas where you will protest. But
so Kapil, why is it that we are not able to enforce them?
Let me just say the last thing that I will say. And here is a case where they have already gone to the Honorable Supreme Court, and also in various high courts, the Honorable Supreme Court has already granted them protection. And therefore, I really honestly want to know exactly what the Supreme Court wants to know. What are you protesting against? And who are you protesting against? Are you really protesting against your fellow citizens? Because I really don't understand. Right? So, so as far as what your question was, that the protest itself is illegal because the matter is sub judice, and the only reason I see is that there are political masters who are using this as a platform and probably as a way
as I come near to the end of this debate, Rajaram Tripathi ji, आपके पास आऊंगी. मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगी, आप जवाब दे सकते हैं जिन बातों का आप देना चाहते हैं, मगर मेरा भी एक सवाल है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सारी किसान संगठनों को नोटिस इशू किया है। अब ये कोई सरकार का न्योता नहीं है जो आप एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं, रिजेक्ट कर सकते हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने आपको नोटिस दिया है तो आपको कोर्ट के सामने तो जाना पड़ेगा। आप क्या कोर्ट के सामने जाएंगे इस बार? क्योंकि पिछली बार किसान संगठन नहीं गए थे। अगर कोर्ट आपको कोई सुझाव देता है और बोलता है कि आप अपनी प्रोटेस्ट को खत्म कर दीजिए या यहाँ से हट जाइए, तो क्या आप कोर्ट की बात सुनेंगे?
मैं आपकी बात पे आता हूँ। पहले तो जो वकील साहब कह रहे थे वो लोगों को भ्रमित कर रहे हैं। मैं बताना चाहूंगा, किसान भी थोड़ा बहुत कानून समझते हैं। श्रीमान, ये कानून अगर संसद में बने हैं तो संसद से ही वापस होंगे, सुप्रीम कोर्ट इन्हें वापस नहीं कर सकती। इतना कानून हम समझते हैं, इसलिए हम सरकार के खिलाफ खड़े हैं। आंदोलन हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट के खिलाफ नहीं कर रहे हैं। पहली चीज, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सारे कानून नोटिसों का हमने हमेशा सम्मान किया। सुप्रीम कोर्ट तो छोड़िए, छोटा कोई जिले का स्तर का, तहसील के स्तर के कोर्ट का भी किसान उतना ही सम्मान करता है। पहली बात। दूसरी बात, जो बार बार आप कहते हैं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने आप लोगों को बुलाया था, जी नहीं, उस आदेश की कॉपी मेरे पास है, पढ़ लीजिए। एक लाइन लिखा है कि यह किसान संगठनों के लिए बाध्यकारी नहीं है, हम इस मामले को समझना चाहते हैं, इसलिए 3 लोगों की कमेटी बनाया। उन्होंने कहा कि हम विशेषज्ञ नहीं है कृषि मामलों के, इसलिए 3 लोगों की समिति बना के समझना चाहते थे। उस समिति ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट को समझाने के लिए इन तीनों कानूनों को लेकर अपनी रिपोर्ट हाल में ही सौंपी है। तो इस तरह से
राजाराम त्रिपाठी जी, मैं माफी चाहती हूँ, मैं आपको बीच में रोक रही हूँ, मगर मैं आपकी बात सुन चुकी हूँ, समझ चुकी हूँ। That's all the time I have today, sir. Mr. Kapil Sankla, Rajaram Tripathi, Anila Singh, Professor Gaurav Vallabh, Ghanshyam Tiwari from the Samajwadi Party. Thank you everyone for joining us on the broadcast. Well, the court has put out certain evocative questions. On these questions, there is likely to be a constitutional debate. Many people can come forward and give their response. But the law of the land is that you can protest, but peacefully. There cannot be any kind of threat to law and order, security, national security, or inconvenience to public at large. Perhaps even this debate will be settled by the top court of the country. Thank you for watching this site.